what's going on, everyone? It's me again, back. And, just felt like talking about some more metal today. And today I just got the itch and the urge to go over and talk about a really cool band that I'm really starting to like a lot. They've been around for a while, but I'm just really starting to get into them now. And they released another album this year. And we're going to be talking about Trivium today. And specifically, I'm going to be doing somewhat of an unboxing and then just a review of their new album from this year, 2021, In the Court of the Dragon. So without much further ado, let's get into it. So, first and foremost, we got the CD physical copy right here. So you can see the cover there. Hopefully you can see that all right. And then, there's the back. So pretty cool cover, I'd say. And it looks like just some gladiator type guys fighting a dragon. So it's kind of fitting for the title, In the Court of the Dragon, because they're literally in the Court of the Dragon. Unfortunately, I only have the CD right now. I have the vinyl on pre-order, but it's not coming out till January. I think this album was released in September. I guess there's a delay with pressing the vinyls and getting those released due to COVID or whatever. Who the heck knows? But the vinyl will be here hopefully at the beginning of next year. I'll do another unboxing for that. But so again, we'll take a look at this CD on the inside. So again, there's the front cover. There's the back. So you have all the dudes there posing. Pretty simple. But I kind of like simple. Just keep it simple. Let's get to the music. So don't try to be too flashy or anything like that. But there's the inside. So as always, you got a booklet over here and you got the CD right there. So yep, there's the CD. Pretty cool. Oh, and then there's the picture behind the CD. I don't even know what that is, really. Just looks like some liquid or some kind of paint. But that's pretty cool. So here's the booklet. It's got some lyrics, I believe, on the back side of that booklet. So yeah, when you open it up, bunch of song lyrics, man. Sorry, that was pretty quick, but yeah, a bunch of song lyrics for you. And one thing that's pretty cool that Trivium does in these booklets that I noticed is it tells you in those lyrics when a solo comes and then who's doing the solo. Corey or Matt. So that's really cool. That reminds me of Megadeth. Megadeth did that a lot back in the day with their releases. They would have the lyrics printed there, and then they would show you or tell you at what point does a guitar solo come and who does it. Back in the day, it would say Dave Mustaine or Chris Poland, or Dave Mustaine, Jeff Young, or Dave Mustaine, Marty Friedman. You get the idea. So I think that's cool because you really get an idea of just listening to the music, who's soloing, and you can kind of tell the difference between the guitarists, So that's really cool. Again, either Matt or Corey. So again, just more lyrics. And then, at the end, they got the typical, who's in the band, what do they play, or what do they do in the band, and then some information about where the record was recorded, produced, who did the artwork. This is cool. They have some orchestral? Yeah, an orchestra. Some compositions and arrangements that they give credit to in here. Artwork credit, some thanks, stuff like that. Who the band endorses as far as equipment goes. So that's pretty cool. Jackson guitars, no surprise there. But so that's pretty cool. I dig it, Trivium. I dig it. Again, sorry, I don't have the vinyl yet. So that's really the most exciting part about doing a, unboxing, if you will. But it'll be here at some point. So anyway, some thoughts on this album. I mean, what else can I say about Trivium, man? I mean, they're a legit band. They're sick. I just love them. Something about Trivium that I would consider them a thrash band. I mean, their stuff is fast, and not only is it fast, but it's intricate. It's not just playing open strings or some power chords all the time. I mean, it's pretty intricate stuff. I mean, they're doing some scales and going up and down the neck, which is really cool. But then they also have some riffs that are just like almost groove metally, so it kind of gets you. I mean, you can kind of just feel it. It makes your body start moving, and I just love that stuff. So I mean, Trivium, you're an awesome band. Really appreciate the stuff that I've heard. I haven't actually dived deep enough, as I probably should have, into their catalog. A lot of their earlier stuff I haven't really given a huge listen to, except for Ascendancy. I think that's one of their records from like '05 maybe. So I've listened to that, and that's a pretty good album, but I haven't listened to anything really in between that, except for a few things off Shogun, I think it's called, between Ascendancy and What the Dead Men Say. I haven't listened to a whole lot, but I will. So I'm really excited about this band. I'm excited to give get a deep dive into their catalog and listen to more of their stuff. But anyway, on to In the Court of the Dragon. So I really like this album. Well, I like the fact that there's an intro track. I believe it's called X, right? X, yeah. So I believe this is their 10th album. And I like when bands do that. The first track's just kind of an intro, to kind of get you anticipated for the album, so to speak. So they do that with that opening track, which I like. And then it just goes boom, the Court of the Dragon title track. So, and speaking of that title track, I really like that track. Really cool opening. Well, it's not the opening track, but opening song, if you will. And really, really good vibes, some good metal, some good speed, some good singing and screaming. Love it. And that's another thing with Trivium that I love, that they have this really good balance of screaming and singing. They just do it really well. So props to you, Matt. Keep it up, buddy. That's really good stuff. Some other notable songs, I gotta say it. Feast of Fire, right? Track number 4. Just a classic rock song, man. Classic metal song. Really cool. Can't help but sing along during that chorus. And, it's just an awesome song. What else can I say? 2 other notable songs for me off this album. And I should say, actually, the second half of this album is way better than the first half, in my opinion. So there's just 10 tracks on here. So yeah, tracks 6 through 10 are awesome. I'm not saying the first half isn't good, but that second half of that album is just fantastic. I love it. So speaking of which, track number 6, The Shadow of Abattoir. I think that's how you say it. If I'm saying it wrong, put it in the comments. Let me know how to pronounce that, because I just don't know. But that song, number 6, is just a really cool song. It starts off really kind of slow and mellow. And it almost feels like Matt's telling a story, which, I feel like I get that vibe a lot on this record, that it's kind of like a story being told, which I really like, because you kind of get to escape a little bit into the album and kind of get lost, which is really, really fun. So The Shadow of Abattoir, I really like that track. The next track, No Way Back Just Through, is pretty cool. Really awesome track, and it would probably stand out to me a lot more if it wasn't for the track right after it, Fall Into Your Hands. That's maybe one of my favorite songs on this album. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in that song. There's a lot of awesome guitar solos, and there's just this riff, this groove metal type riff about 3.5 minutes in. And you probably know what riff I'm talking about, but when it kicks in, it's a nice change of pace in this song, and it just gets at least it gets me just like pumped and ready to go, gets me moving, gets me excited for just listening to metal, and I love that song. So yeah, Fall Into Your Hands, that's a good one. And then the last 2 tracks to finish out the album, From Dawn to Decadence and the Phalanx. again, if I'm saying it wrong, put it in the comments. Let me know how to pronounce that last track. Those are two really cool tracks to end the album. So, all in all, this is a solid release, Trivium. I'm really pleased with it. I like it a little bit more than What the Dead Men Say, which that was released a year ago in 2020. And that was a really cool song, or excuse me, cool album also. But this, in my opinion, is a little bit better. So if you haven't got it, go out, get this album. Again, you got to get the physical stuff. There's something about listening to an album on physical copies, like a CD or vinyl, that just is different. It gives you a different experience with the album. So go out and get this album. Give it a listen. If you already got it and you've listened to it, let me know what you think of the album in the comments. What are your favorite tracks? What do you think of the album? What do you think of the riffs, the solos, everything? And where do you think this compares to, or how do you think this compares to What the Dead Men Say? So anyway, that's it for today, folks. But thanks for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel by clicking that button, and then also liking this video. And I'll catch you next time. So thanks for watching. Hope everyone has a great day. God bless everyone. I'll see you next time.